Time for a reality check, people. No drink. We rolling sober tonight. This is the reality check within the reality check, because our reality has already been augmented, and yet people still aren't paying attention. Wrote a song about it, like to hear it, here it goes. So yesterday, or was it the day before, it's hard to tell because the days are just rolling into each other right now. And I just realized it's Thursday evening, night. Actually, it's Friday morning. And yet the week has just been one long hour. But anyway, I'm rolling through downtown. Little guy standing on the corner. He is walking up to the cars and he's literally doing this to the people in the cars as if he is just scrounging, trying to get a handout, something. And yes, he looked as if he needed it. I didn't have any cash on me. Had some food, had just picked up some food. Made it through the light, drove off. And in my ear, I could hear my grandmother's voice. Now, those of you that know me know I am, will always be my grandmama's boy, Nanny's baby. She's gone, but she is still with me in my head, and everything that she said and tried to relay and drive and beat into me is there. Her, my mom, they're there. So as I'm driving off, I hear the voices. And it's as if they're sitting in the car with me. And so I turn around, I make the block, and I have to go down the one way, to go down the one way, to go down the one way, to get back to where I was, and still had to go down and make a U-turn and actually get back to that same corner. And as I'm pulling up to the corner, now I see an older black gentleman in a wheelchair. He's in the intersection and he is not approaching the cars, but he is clearly trying to get some assistance somehow, some way. And so now I'm really feeling bad, because we're blessed, folks. Those of us that are looking at our phones and listening to me and having something to say and just being able to breathe, we're blessed. We may not be doing exactly what we want to be doing, but we're blessed. We may not be at the place we want to be at in terms of finances, in terms of activity, but we're blessed. We still have jobs. And for those of us that got laid off or furloughed, we have that opportunity to be able to go and collect unemployment or whatever it is, or get transferred, because we were in a position that allowed us to do that. And so somehow, some way, we'll get through. Faith and following, we will get through. But back to the song. So I turn around and I'm at the light to turn around and go to the other light, and there's a older black gentleman there, and I'm feeling bad. So now I divide the food up and I hand this brother a bag with food, and he is, thank you, brother, bless you, appreciate you. He's not pressing it. He's taking the bag, he's taking the food, and he's moving on, and he is grateful. Not that I need him to be grateful to me, but just the mindset. He needed it, and he accepted it willingly. He didn't even ask what was in there. It could have been nut butter cookies. It wasn't, but the brother needed it. You could tell. He grabbed it. He was gone. Meanwhile, I'm looking at the other dude, and he's laying in the street. He's distraught or upset or whatever, because people aren't just handing him whatever. So I actually make the U-turn, get back to the light where I originally ran into the guy, and he's over there laying on the corner of the street. And I'm like, hey, guy, hey. And finally get his attention, and I'm trying to give him the food. And this dude says, I don't want food. Give me money. As I said, I didn't have any cash on me. And if I had any cash at that point, he wasn't getting it. Even in the midst of the consequences of us being ungrateful for our blessings, we still have the nerve to be ungrateful. I don't know, dude. I don't know his circumstances. He could have been a rich man trying to run a scam, or he could have been a hurting person really needing some type of handout, some type of help. I extended the hand with what I had in it. Literally gave or tried to give this brother the food that I was about to put in my mouth, my stomach. And he virtually threw it back in my face. My apologies, brother, dude, guy, man. I didn't mean to offend you. I was trying to help you. I was trying to assist in what little way I could. Understand, I don't have it to give like that. And if I did, perhaps I would give differently. But again, I'm not in that position. There are some of us that are, and they're not trying to extend that hand. And yet, there are those of us that are trying to extend that hand, and we're getting the hand smacked. Because the mindset is as if people owe people something. The world owes you something. No, you owe it to the world. You owe it to the people. They don't owe you. Life was given to you. Blessings were given to you. Talent was given to you to use and develop. And we're all 1, 2, maybe 3 decisions or paychecks away from standing on the corner trying to get a handout. I recognize this. One decision could be the spiral that takes me to the corner, that has me sleeping on the street, that has me looking for a comfortable park bench. So I don't disrespect or overlook or look down upon, because we're all human. But how can we not play our role? Chris Rock special, Tambourine. I kind of think it should be required viewing on so many different levels, for couples, for people, and for good comedy. But there is a reason why it's called Tambourine. There's one section in there where he talks about you got to know how to play your part. You're not going to always be the lead singer. Sometimes you might be expected to play the tambourine. So if you're going to play the tambourine, be the best tambourine player you can be. Listen, I don't know if I'm the lead singer in the band. I do know I have a microphone and I'm trying to use it. I do know that I'm in the band and I'm trying to get the song out. Now, it's up to the audience as to whether or not they dance to the music. I'm playing the tambourine as best I can. Are you going to sing along with me? Or are you going to look down your nose at me? Thoughts from the basement. Be kind to somebody, y'all.